All right. What is going on, everybody? Let's bring this a little bit more down. Okay, cool. All right. How is it going, everyone? It's Alyus. I'm here with a brand new episode, podcast, ultimately just a YouTube episode where we go over Call of Duty gameplay, specifically your gameplay, and help you better your gameplay. This is going to be for Warzone, multiplayer ranked play, public match, even zombies at one point. Literally anything and everything, because I'm here for one goal and one goal only. That's to help you get better. Specifically, all of us get better, right? So for today, we're going to have it broken down a little bit, where we are going to first start off with a community VOD review, which all of you can be a part of. I'll explain that later. We're going to start off with community VOD review, and then we're going to move on to professional breakdown, where we're going to, review pro gameplay. And then what we might end up doing after that is either, play some games together or just play a ranked play match. And then we'll end it up with just coming up to date with all of the news that we heard in the CDL and the Warzone League. This is the first episode, so expect errors, but it's going to be a good episode. All right. Zolar, show me tips to be better. Welcome. Thank you for stopping by. Today we will be focusing on Modern Warfare 2 ranked play. Specifically, we are going to be going over glitches gameplay. All right. Let's go ahead and turn off the music. Love it to my ears. Love it, love it, love it. All right, so kicking it off. We're going to be VOD reviewing Glitch's gameplay. I'm not sure if he wants me to call him that, but his Discord name is Glitch. And in this gameplay, we're going to break down Hardpoint Mercado and ideally how to stay focused, cool, calm, collected, and just clutch up when it really, matters most. So whenever anyone's going to VOD review, and I would highly recommend everyone to VOD review 30 minutes a day of your own gameplay. So to start off with VOD review, you can go ahead and put the playback speed to 1.5 so you're not here all day. And ideally, you're looking for two things. The first thing is, what can you do better in a gunfight? Can you aim better? Can you throw grenades? Can you just get behind cover? Minimize your hitbox, little things like that. And the second thing you're looking for is, what can I do differently on this mini-map? Where can I position myself to be in a better position for not only my team, but for my gunfights to, outgun the opponents? Jason, how's it going? Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. Today's the first episode. Just going to go with it. See what happens. Welcome to Better Gamer. So yeah, real quick recap. VOD review, set the timer to 1.5. You're looking for what can you do better in your gunfights. And then the second thing you're looking for is, where can you position yourself better? All right, let's just go ahead and hop right into it. So we have Glitch running a AR for most of this game. He also has a frag grenade on. I've seen some people doing that. All right, this is good because right now what you're doing is you're working up. You don't see anyone left lane. You don't see anyone over here in dark. So it's safe to assume that no one's there. If you want to, just to quickly check it and make sure no one's pushing, you could throw a stun grenade all the way back alley. That will confirm that no one's there. And then you could throw your frag grenade in here, and that'll give you at least 4 seconds where the enemy isn't going to push it, right? And this will allow you to get to this halfway point a lot sooner to help your teammates on time. But everything that you did right here, nothing wrong with it. All I'm saying is those nades will help you push up middle map and play for those kills more. We have 2 dead at this point. The opponents, obviously, we're missing 2 opponents. They're probably playing middle, which there they are. We got 1, we got 2. All right, I understand that we're having great presence at this yellow van, which is a power position, but I really need us to start, getting active a little bit. And, again, either, you could throw your grenades over here, but if you already used those earlier on, I need you to get on this yellow van head glitch, or I need you to get back on this head glitch over here and just try to look for damage. Not only that, but essentially, when you're playing bumping and trades perfectly, in a perfect world, right here, you can push up, play for this trade, get this kill on time, and then you can start soaking up time. And even if you die, ideally you should spawn over here. because this is the last guy on time. So those are the few things I would say you can do differently. Either get aggressive, play for that trade on time, soak up the time, or you need to just, you know, play a little bit more active. Look for shots on time. At this moment, you're deciding to rotate, which is perfect. And oof, we just got cut off tunnel right there. So this is where you just want to see like the snowball effect of like what's happening. And very clearly we see that this guy over here, the numbers, I don't know what numbers those are. Don't type that in. But he's basically, you know, working up this right-hand side. So at this point with 15 seconds left, you might as well just rotate and confirm the rest of the old time, right? Especially since this guy is just going wild right now. All right, let's skip forward. Unfortunately, you're just late on the rotation, so it just so happens that there's a person hopping up dumpster to get your cut. It is what it is. All right, now we have good spawns. This is amazing. Good job getting nades over. Good job looking middle right here. Good damage down. Exactly, there's going to be a guy right in front of you. All right. Surprisingly, based on like the trades and everything that went down, you guys still have good spawns. You get to a good position right here. All right. We get knife from behind. So this is one thing that we can look at, right? You kind of already killed a guy hedges. So once you re-peek hedges a second time and you don't see anything, you can then really quickly reposition and check if anyone's tunnel, right? And just by doing this reposition, maybe you kill this guy with the knife, or maybe, you know, as you're pushing out, you see him and you kill him and you just don't get knife. Maybe I'll be able to send some gameplay in if I don't get shadow banned. Yes, please, Solar, if you're able to, send in gameplay. I would love to VOD review some Warzone. We're trying to do everything here, even Call of Duty Mobile. If anyone plays Call of Duty Mobile, send that in as well. All right, so we're at 30 seconds. You're deciding to hit old for 30 seconds. That's not bad. That'll actually get us into a, you know, double the advantage. Now, we are challenging a predictable angle. So the enemies understand that there's really only one spot you guys can hit, and that's this front door. Now, the other spots that you guys can hit is if you somehow go for a flank and you get uncontested at bushes, but this yellow is usually a scary route to take. And then the other one is hitting a route upstairs and then wrapping down through the stairs. So whenever you're challenging this hill, you're going to want to do either the yellow route or the red route, because this blue route is extremely predictable, and most of the time the opponent's going to win this gunfight, because this opponent, he can be further back on this table, closer in this corner, laying down here. He could even be in this corner right here. A lot of places you got to guess. So that's why you want to hit one of those routes. Now, there's something special right here that I want you to pay attention to, and that's your mini-map. You have a teammate up here. Your teammate pushed the top, got a kill on the top, and eventually he's going to pinch hill, right? He's going to drop down and pinch hill. So what you can do is you can play off of his contact. So when he drops down and he like starts shooting, this guy's going to turn to look the other way, and then boom, you can challenge right in, get that trade super easy. So right there, all I'm saying is we kind of went to a predictable spot. You don't want to be predictable, right? But now we're getting a good rotation. You hear this guy close on you. Ooh, it sounds like you heard two people close on you. That's a little bit tough, but here is a very simple thing you can also look for again, and this comes back to playing with your teammates. Your teammate is inside of 10. The next hill is 10. We don't know if enemies are pushing us here. We don't know if enemies are here. We do know that they're going to be pushing in through that side, right? So probably the best thing you can do in this scenario is just get to your teammate. Because if you get to your teammate, one of you can sit in this corner, one of you can, you know, like sit up top in a different corner, play off of each other's trades. That's how you're going to win a 2v3. You're not going to win a 2v3 like this, because look how pressured you were. You didn't know if to aim left or right. So that's where we just want to figure out how do we make the game easier for ourselves and also make the game easier for our teammates. Yeah, I'll send some Warzone in, maybe some Modern Warfare 2 ranked. Been trying to play that a little bit more. Absolutely, Zen, send that over. It's in my Discord under Community VOD. And Mike, thank you for stopping by, Mike. How's it going? Welcome to the first episode of Better Gamer, a new episode I'm trying out. And right here, I'm talking over this beautiful gameplay for this VOD review. All right, Glitch. I want to talk about this because you are Mr. All-Star right here. So you understand that, you know, we're 2 to 3 dead in the kill feed. Typically what enemies like to do is they like to push out. Obviously, the more that we look at this, we're actually in a, you know, 1v2 scenario. So I'm glad that you're pre-aiming and you're pushing up. Keep doing that, right? You can keep pre-aiming and pushing up all the way over here. Beautiful kill. Good job just holding, playing your life. You're not trying to push too much. And then just as you heal up, you re-peek. And this is just excellent centering and just playing the pace, right? You're controlling the pace of the game into your advantage. Good job using sound EQ right there. Good ego challenge as well. And I want to show you something. So you should know better, right? You should know better that you need to rotate. So in a scenario like this, after you already got 2, 3 dead and there's 17 seconds left, obviously these enemies are going to be spawning and rotating at new. So you can just get on the gun and get there so much faster, right? So like you could probably get to back lockers before one of these enemies get on Barber Truck and they see you cross to back lockers. Right? So you understand, hey, 30, 20 seconds, I need to rotate. Do it. Because if you do it, you're probably going to get better timing on this, which is going to allow you to end up getting a nasty flank off 2-piece. You flip spawns, and now you're prepared for P4. But what happens here instead is just we waste a little too much time, right? Where we have teammates here, we can trust them to hold time, because we can't trust them to really rotate and win those gunfights. I trust you to rotate and win those gunfights. So right here, you would rotate. Right here, you'd rotate. Right here, you'd rotate. And as you can see, we lost a good 10 seconds. You could have rotated 10 seconds ago and end up in that position. But look at what just happened to your teammates, right? They all died when they went for that rotation right there. So that's all I'm trying to show is if you take the advantage and you make those plays before your teammates, you're gonna have good Call of Duty timing. Good shots. Use your nades back there. Good job. Good stun. Good cleanup. That's 3 dead. Pinch that time now. 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 Okay. We gotta pinch that time so much sooner. Because right there, we have 3 dead. Even this first guy, Hennessy is barely spawning up right now, and he is spawning like all the way like back middle and over towards like yellow van. So you actually have a lot of time here to pinch this, get the kill. Once you pinch time, you can then sit in a corner with your submachine gun and get ready for Hennessy to potentially push up in this left lane, right? So we just got to pick up this pace right there. Good kills in the warehouse, right? No, those were clean right there, Jason. Good kills. I don't know. I might just grab a VOD from the past stream. Be able to get a good VOD now. Yeah, get a VOD from the past stream. That works as well. All right, we're soaking up old. Our teammates should be rotating. Like this teammate right here. This is what I'm saying. If you rotate earlier and you take routes before your teammates, that's going to prevent them from doing dumb stuff like this. Like this guy is pushing old, and because he's pushing over here, he's blocking these spawns. So these 2 guys right now, where are they spawning? These 2 guys that we just killed are now all spawning at P5, brand new. So like this is why, like the second you get those kills, like here, I just want to show you this real quick, right? So if we got this kill so much sooner, where we get this pinch, all these guys can just sit on time, soak up time. You can push through, and as you're pushing through, you're getting all these kills and flipping the enemies, where at 15 seconds, you're going to be fully rotated for P5. And your team is going to be able to potentially soak up, you know, a full 60 on P5. But like, this is what I'm saying, how if you take routes sooner and you just play a faster pacing than your teammates, you're going to make the game so much easier, because it's not going to allow your teammates to make bad plays like that, because that's just a terrible play. Unbelievable.
Confirming next hard point. Stand by. Secure the target area.
All right. So you got to kill middle. You're calling in the kill streak, trying to get some damage down. That's a big kill inside of 10. So if whenever you go in for this kill inside of 10, get it inside that window right there, right? Boom. There's windows right here. You get them inside this window. This guy's 100% dead. You can cross. You can get inside of 10. You go top 10, and then you can start killing everyone in time. All right, this is good that you know that this guy's still in 10, and this is exactly what we should prioritize, is getting 10 control. Beautiful kill. That was a very important, nice drop shot right there to guarantee it. And unfortunately, we get traded out. We don't have teammates there. We were late on the rotation. Not only were we late on the rotation, but because that guy got 10 control, our teammates kind of just fatal funnel, right? All right, we're just playing a little too fast for this rotation right here, because we have to understand that we're too dead as you decide to rotate. Because we're too dead as we decide to rotate, these enemies right now are going, oh shoot, 20 seconds, let's push out and get to new right now. So in a world, I mean, so in a way, you can expect that there's already 2 enemies at new. We kill 1 enemy, which is pretty cool. And then right here, all I'm just trying to say is like pre-aim this. When you jump around, pre-aim this, start pushing up, and we might kill that guy. And I just want to see if that was the right character as well, by the way. Okay, it wasn't. All right.
We've lost half the field. Fight back. Hardpoint reload. Stand by. Location updated. Capture the hardpoint.
James, come on, boys.
Okay. So this is good. These guys were super late to pick up the pinch. They kind of don't have spawns at all, so you are in a big opportunity. All right, so honestly, you get to this position because of the enemy's fault, which is nice. And then when you jump in for this challenge, I just want to let you know that you're kind of like landing right where this guy expects you. And if you know that this guy is standing in this stairwell, just pre-fire it next time, so you can potentially guarantee that kill for you. Not only that, but just adding in the drop shot. So this is a big thing I want everyone to know, is when you're flying into a hill, obviously you're jumping in. Once you jump in, also add in that drop shot. Just because now you're forcing enemies to have to track you, and then they have to immediately track you going down as well. And that might, you know, guarantee you the win and the rest of time right here. Our teammate's holding middle for no reason. No one's dead. And this is what I like to see. We just said 30 seconds. Let's just play for a far rotation for P7. This is a great rotation. You pop dead silence. Okay, yeah. So I started cringing right there because based on like 10 seconds left, this enemy should already be on time right here, or he should already be half wall. I like that you're going for this cut. We just got to have better centering and understand that he's right there. Again, you could throw grenades to make this gunfight easier, but ultimately, you see where you need to be centering, right? Oh, I went back too far. But ultimately, as you're running up, your dot needs to be right here, because that's the head glitch. So as you're jumping around the wall, you're going to be aiming right on him, and you can just kill him right then and there. You were late on that gunfight, basically. And that was a huge gunfight that we should know about. All right, we are 3 dead, but right here, so this is where we can actually either fatal funnel or we can split in a 2-2. I'm glad that you're going for the 2-2, but I just want to point out that when you see this teammate up here, that means he has full map control. That's going to allow your teammate to push up through Barber, and if you wanted to, you can follow up and throw nades from back alley as well. And just like literally have all 3 people shoot from this direction. And this prevents any enemies from like right here just cutting you out middle, right? But because you're following up your teammate, what might happen is you guys win a trade middle and then you can collapse onto time. So let's see. Oof. I hate that spawn. That's kind of a hard spawn to predict. And that's just tragic. But you see right there how, like, if you went towards that right lane for a 3-1 pinch, you probably would have broke it. Nice 2-piece. Good job just playing your life. waiting for your teammates to ideally play for those kills.
Stand by.
You're just soaking up time, playing good defense right here.
Hardpoint relocated. Secure the target area.
Using that sound EQ. Good job. Awesome. So you use that sound EQ to try to guarantee spawns right there for P1. I love that because at least you guys are spawning RV and you're still prioritizing P1 spawns. Good job switching out for the AR because you know this guy's camping up here. And beautiful job playing for this kill because this right here is what's going to change the pace of the game. That's 4 dead. That's 4 dead right there. All these enemies are spawning over at 10 right now.
Hardpoint compromised. Secure the area.
Oh, no. Okay. I don't like that. Okay. So with 4 dead right there, because you were over here and your teammate was a bit closer on this side, this is force spawning these enemies more over at 10 and back alley, where they're going to be basically encouraged to try to rotate towards this direction, right? You're not wrong for picking up your pinch right here. I'm glad you did. But when we pick up our pinch right here, there's some things we have to do again. You can either use your grenades and throw grenades over here to make sure no one's over there, and then you can watch your pinch. Or when you get to this pinch, just throw your grenades over here and then go pick up the front hedge right now. Because now what happened is because you gave up that front hedge, you're about to get Call of Duty timing more than likely. And this happens a lot. So again, it's a matter of throwing our grenades. Like, I just don't like that. Because now what happens is, like, you kind of got lucky because your teammate middle said, dang, nothing's middle. All right, nothing's middle. Let me check front. And your teammate, got to kill front. That's lucky. One of the enemies pushed into time, which should never happen. He won the gunfight. You got lucky. So, like, we got really lucky right here. And I just want to point out as well, the second that you turn around to look out front again, what if you got bad timing and now there's an enemy on you? You're dead, right? Or maybe you win that gunfight and you just get 3 times as lucky. We'd want to avoid these situations where we have to rely on luck. But because we get this spawn right here, that just guarantees that the enemies are going to be tunnel and hedges. And this is where we can actually hold a full 60 because we're in a good spawn trap. Next time, if you're in this guy's scenario, so in the future, if you're this guy, push out middle because now you can sit middle and then you can spawn trap everyone at middle. And then guarantee spawns, forcing a fatal funnel for your teammates, ideally. Good kill. Again, we're on defense right now, so this is where the game is drastically easy for us. Ooh, you got wall banged right there. That's a little bit unfortunate. I'm glad you got damage down and tried to escape right there. Go for this pinch right here. This is a good pinch right here because... Uh-oh. You hear the guy on your left, right? Good pre-fires. Nice. Good win. And our teammates are winning our gunfights at new, it looks like. Oh my gosh. It just looks like everyone is like turning up right now. It's 3 dead. All right, boom. We got 3 dead right there. We have 2 teammates on time. They're in a 2v1. You can sit right here and spawn trap all the enemies middle right now with your AR. Again, you could have just sat middle right there with your AR, won all those gunfights. Just get damage down on the middle cut. Because, by the way, that guy spawned behind you, just because you gave up that spawn. You gave up middle. Good kill. All right, 4 dead. We got to rotate. Again, this is funny because we're back into that scenario again where I was like, dude, we got 4 dead and there's 20 seconds. You can already be hitting a route to already be playing for P4 right now. And once again, when you hit this route, you're probably going to get to the back before this guy can see you cross. And if you get that timing right there, you're guaranteeing spawns, you're guaranteeing kills, and you're guaranteeing hardpoint all for your team just by doing this one route early. But if you do it too late, your teammates will probably get caught or die. All right, this is not good. So, wow. Okay, dude. Yo, I am impressed right now. I am so impressed on how that just happened because you guys literally formed a line. So because you go for this full rotation over here, you guys get 2 people over here. Obviously, our teammates are pushing up middle. It's at this moment where enemies, they're expecting you guys to, be pushing over here on the left. So that's probably what they're preparing for. So the fact that you guys actually hit this back alley surprised me and surprised the enemies. Because now you're attacking from all different angles. And you even hear the death comm. He was like, dude, one back alley. Like, he was shocked because I was shocked. All right. At least we got the trade right there. 30 seconds left. So obviously we do need to pick up middle right here. A quick way to pick up middle, you can just jump up on top of RV. Boom, you're done. But I'm glad that you're going over here for barbershop truck. That's perfect. No. We're on defense. We are on defense. Enemies always have to push us, so we're always in the advantage. So right here, all you had to do was get towards this barber truck head glitch. When you're on this barber truck head glitch, you're going to win this gunfight over here, and you're going to win this gunfight right here. Pretty much every time. So next time, get to that position right there. Don't try to play for that kill. You don't need to play for a kill right there. All right, 20 seconds. Your teammate gets that kill middle. That's nice. All right, we're kind of stacking this. We can still win, so I like the stack. Good double challenge right there. Oh my gosh. The enemy's just choked. Holy crap. Okay, the enemy's literally just choked. So right here, I just want to break down what happened in this end game because you dolphin dive across. This is pulling this guy's aim assist towards the right, guaranteeing your teammate to win that gunfight. And then when we win that gunfight, we're all stacking on time right here. And you play a perfect heads-up play where you literally just follow up your teammate for the trade. You know this guy has to be weak, so you play that trade. Oh my gosh, this is just excellent. And then right here, you already just won this gunfight because you have Peeker's advantage. Beautiful 3-piece. And then 2 of your teammates played the rotation. They had a 2v1 on rotation. And at this point, all you really have to do is just sit middle, pull out your AR, and get kills at middle. Oh my gosh. Wow. What a gameplay. What a gameplay. Yeah, literally frying right there. That was impressive. Awesome, awesome. All right, let's see the final KD. 23 and 14. That is hilarious because first game, or the first half, you said you're in a blender, yet you end up almost double positive. And it's like, the only reason why you're in a blender is because you really didn't have spawns, or you guys just were playing the pacing of the enemies. That was an amazing game to watch right there. Thank you so much, Glitch. Anyone in chat, do you guys have any questions for that? And if you've... Oh. And if either of you would like to be a part of Community VOD Review, you can go ahead and join my Discord, and it'll be under Gamers Chat, Community VOD, and then you can just go ahead and paste it right there. All right, all right. Oh, and someone just joined the Discord. Oh, it was Solar. Thank you for joining the Discord, Solar. Okay. Let's get some music rolling. All right. So basically the next portion, hold on, let me make sure the music isn't too loud. All right. So basically the next portion right now is we are going to do professional VOD review. Can I upload straight from YouTube to Discord? I doubt it, but just asking. You can upload to YouTube, and then you can just copy the link from YouTube and paste it into Discord. So like if you play on console, you can upload to YouTube through console, and then you just go on YouTube on your phone or on your computer, copy that link, and then just paste it in the Discord. I hope that answers your question. No problem. Whew, okay. All right, on to the next portion. So now we are going to go over professional gameplay, where the gameplay I decided to watch was Subliners versus FaZe. I'm honestly a huge fan of FaZe just because I like the way they play Hardpoint the most. Granted, this year they had struggled the most with Hardpoint, but some people would say that's just because it's a bad game. But yeah, I found this interesting because Subliners nearly beat FaZe by almost 100 points on Embassy Hardpoint, and I was really expecting us to go to a Game 5. But we're going to go ahead and break this down now. I'll have to turn voice recording off, then post the video. Yeah, you can keep voice recording on too if you want to, and I can just mute the audio. But that works too, yeah. All right. Like right here, I may mute just because hearing the commentators talk is sometimes distracting. All right. So immediately, the first thing I see right now is when people play Embassy Hardpoint, most of the time in ranked play, Embassy Hardpoint, people are like, coming top AC to make sure no one's pushing through orange. And then I've seen people, send one up to flank bathroom, or maybe even one hits front bathroom. Almost always there's a guy going Xbox. As we can see right now, Kismet is over here at V2, just taking a different position. And it's interesting because you almost always see the enemy team try to, flip spawns for P2. And that's what FaZe is playing prepared for. But instead, Subliners, they kind of like hard counter them, and they just play a heavy stack on P1 right here to soak up time. So at that point right there, after about 20 seconds, we didn't get any kills on the map yet at all. So that's why number 4 leaves time to orange, because he's expecting maybe someone to push up on the left. And we just see beautifully number 4 and number 1 get excellent timing where they get these kills, and once they get 2 dead, they start pushing out, right? So Hydra is already pushing out, playing for positioning at P2. Instead of Priesthood pushing out, he's just soaking up time and playing with his AR Skies, which is excellent. The second that we see Skies die, Priesthood, he just gets off the hard point because he has to play for a kill. But at this moment now, everything worked out perfect, where Subliners, the second that they all die, look at where they're spawning. They're all spawning basically brand new. Hydra, he's just going to control this entire kitchen. The second that he hears number 2 die, he's playing for this trade. And this is an important cut. So that was a beautiful heads-up play. In a perfect world, Skies would stay alive over here the entire time. He would kill number 8, Celium, and he can just stay over here. That will encourage Hydra to basically stay in bottom bathroom and play for cuts like this, right? So Skies would stay right here. Hydra would be playing for cuts like this. And then number 3, Kismet, would probably soak up time, while number 4, Prisa, is just fighting old. And Prisa would probably, stand out in top bathroom and try to help wherever it's needed. But the second that doesn't happen and Skies dies, Hydra says, oh shoot, I gotta push up and get this cut over here. Because what can very well happen in the next 4 seconds is all the enemies start spawning back here, and this is gonna have them be able to push up towards P2, and Hydra can literally just lay down and hold this cut the entire time, as we can see he's doing right here, which is a beautiful heads-up play by Hydra. He plays his life too? Oh my gosh. I wish we were watching Hydra right there. Because if you watch the mini-map, he literally plays his life. And he's one of the hardest kills right here. And he waits enough time to have Priesta get this kill. And now we're in that scenario where based on number 3 spawn and where number 2 is positioned, subliners understand that FaZe has this back alley spawn. So Hydra, once again, he's playing it safe. This is what I'm talking about, where when you have hardpoint and you have spawns, you are on the biggest advantage of your life. You have defense. And look at how Hydra's playing this right now. He's sitting in a corner, holding this entire cut, where all these enemies over here have to guess where subliners are sitting. And ideally, Hydra is guaranteed, 1 kill, if not 2, maybe even a 3-piece right here. And this is what I'm talking about on playing that defense. But sure enough, look what happens. He dies, and the reason why he dies is because FaZe, they're a pro team. They understand process of elimination and what to do when you're attacking. And right there, as you guys saw, they threw a stun grenade. It hit Hydra, guaranteed them the kill. Now they're up 2 kills. They're going to start pushing out, playing for these last trades as fast as possible. And oh my gosh, just like that, the ARs on these head glitches are just winning these gunfights against these sub players. There's only so much you can do as a sub player against the AR and a head glitch. Am I right? All right, so honestly, that just came down to a beautiful rotation, came down to a beautiful cut by Hydra, and then the AR is just clutched up for the rest of that time right there. And I can't believe Hydra is getting a beautiful, rotation like that. All right. Now, this is where FaZe is going to start getting some time. And I want to ask chat, if anyone's here, do you guys know why Atlanta FaZe is going to potentially soak up and tie the game right here? Do you guys know why, based on the map right now? And I know there's a delay, so I've probably got to wait a few seconds. All right, cool. So if anyone does answer, I'll go ahead and tell you. So if anyone in the comments right now, if you're watching, leave in the comments below if you know what the answer is. Why is FaZe about to get a full, or tie up the game rather, because of the setup? The reason why is because they have a beautiful line right here with basically sub-AR duos. Or sorry, not sub-AR duos, but where we're running in duos, where we have a player on this head glitch to hold down this top. Gonna be honest, not sure. No problem, no problem. So we have Celium, probably the best snaker ever alive, snaking on this AC head glitch. He's gonna be able to hold top embassy and outer pots. Number 5, that's gonna be Slasher. He's just sitting in orange to basically guaranteed orange right now, and eventually he will soak up time. And when he soaks up time, he's probably just gonna play an off angle where he can hold orange. And then number 7, he's basically sitting top to hold their entire pinch on time. And then number 6, he's basically going to look for a play on old, and maybe if he can probably go for like a pinch middle, right? So basically all I'm trying to say is we now know that all the opponents can only be on this side. And that's where we're all facing. All right, so as we press play, like I said, number 6 right there gets a kill. He's able to soak up like 10 seconds, which is always nice. That's going to allow him to go for a pinch as well. He dies, unfortunately. They play for that trade, and that actually eliminates that map control. So that was a beautiful play by subliners. I want to say right now that FaZe, they had a player right here with map control to play for a cut and then eventually go for like a flank or a flank, right? And subliners, they picked up on that, and they immediately killed them. And because they killed that one guy, FaZe are now stuck to only being stuck right here. So, holy crap. Beautiful play by subliners. But P3 is actually a hard hill to break. So, I still agree that FaZe, they're going to win this, which, again, this is nearly a hard hill to break because we have all these players just holding every angle possible. Boom. Again, there's only 3 spots you can die from. Up the ladder, up orange, and then up, over here on bridge. So, again, FaZe, they know where the enemies are coming from. They're on defense. This is why they're going to tie it up. But again, I want to point out that when Subliners killed that one guy at Xbox, that allowed them to kind of have a chance, right? All right. So Subliners right here, they basically just chalked it. They said, hey, let's rotate. Not a bad rotation at all. FaZe, they're running 2 top. They're just running a sub-AR duo. And just because they simply just run it as a duo, they run 2 up top, they win a 2v1. They drop down, he wins another kill, so now FaZe, they're in a 3v1 scenario. Obviously, Subliners, they're spawning, so they're actually in a 3v3. But my point is because FaZe ran together right there, and they won those trades, they're in a 3v2 advantage with a beautiful pinch. And this is what I was saying, how I love watching FaZe play, because just off of that simple play, we have 6 challenging this angle, 5 challenging this angle, and then 8 challenging over in this angle. But let's see how it breaks down. Yeah, Subliners, they're just spawning close. Subliners, they have spawns, they have hardpoint, so, they're in a bigger advantage than FaZe is right here. And right here, again, just like P3, because Subliners have this rotation, they have excellent teamwork to just sit in corners, play off of each other's contact, where it should be an easy, hold. Beautiful hard point right there. And look at this line that Subliners is creating for this break right now. So right now, Subliners, let's say Skies wasn't dead. Let's say Skies was still alive, right? We have Skies. Eventually, we'll have Priesta, like over here. Eventually, we'll have Hydra, and then Kismet right here. So we have this line like this. And with this line, we understand that all the enemies are obviously playing on time, right? But the beauty of this is, like, let's say Skies, he knows that number 5 is up there, and Skies just lays down and plays his life. He calls out, 1 top AC. This allows Kismet to go for a flank top ladder and then kill number 5 from behind. Now, when he kills number 5 from behind, this is going to allow Skies to get timing on this guy orange. And then when he gets timing on this guy orange, our player front Longy is probably going to get timing. And then our last player is probably going to follow up middle. And all I'm trying to show you is the second we go up in a 4v3 advantage and we just start basically flying, all the enemies just have to guess at which sections you're hitting. So that was a beautiful line by Subliners, and like that's the whole point of like working as a team. Right now, we're just focusing on the time, but again, FaZe, they have the rotation, so they're on the defense, they're in the advantage, they just need to hold all their lanes, and damn, they literally just get banged out. Literally, that's it. All the nades go in, they get banged out, and then we just got bait and switches right here. Amazing. I mean, what are you going to do right there? It was a 4v3, and they didn't even get a trade, which is insane. Wow. Okay, I want to talk about that quick, fast decision making. So right now, I'm actually going to slow down the timer. I'm going to slow down the timer because I'm sure someone in Hill right now hears these guys back alley. Most importantly, number 4, he's clearing out middle. Number 4 just said, guys, nothing over at P2, nothing bottom bathroom, nothing front laundry. I am going to hold your front orange. So because he's holding front orange like this, Skies no longer needs to look at orange. And with all this information, there's only like 2 spots these enemies can hit now. The enemies can only hit through orange, or they're going to pinch through our diner, right? So pretty much instantly what happens is we know that there's a majority of FaZe over on this side because Kismet, he gets a kill, and Kismet calls out, two more, two more, two more. So very quickly, what Skies does is Skies says, oh, let me go challenge this 2v2. And Skies, without hesitation, challenges the 2v2. We win the trades. The last guy has to be pinch. And we win those kills. That guarantees old, and now we can get into a beautiful map position for P1. Right there, 4, 3, and 1. They're just pushing out, right? We got 4 dead, 10 seconds left. Push out, get them in a blender, spawn trap them.
Will it be a rematch? So close, yet so far within this map. Still a lot of COD to play.
Wow, and this is like S&D right here, right? This happens a lot in control ranked play where you need to get kills before you can get to the objective. And this is a scenario where that's happening in Hardpoint, where for the last, what was it? For nearly the last 10 seconds, no one gets into any gunfights, no one's on Hardpoint. It's because we're looking for gunfights. Right? Playing it like S&D, just trying to get that, you know, advantage for our team. Abizi, beautiful two-piece that allows him to essentially soak up time. But look at FaZe. I'm sure you guys saw this, but like FaZe, their arrows are turning around everywhere right now just because they really have no clue on where subliners are. Wow. Yeah, still not a lot of time. Literally just everyone's just kind of playing for kills. And based on these kills, you want to get them into a spawn trap where you can start, you know, getting set up for P2. Where I thought FaZe, the whole reason why they're getting these kills is FaZe was going to set up for P2, and instead it looks like they're still playing for P1. Which, because they're still playing for P1, now they're getting two-pieced at 20 seconds. Those guys are going to spawn up at 15 seconds. We're kind of already screwed for P2 now.
That's why it's difficult. You lose one of these spots. Kismet has a Vaz, wins the first one, picks up the tack, cuts him down.
Just like that. And boom. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, yeah. So right here, this is pretty much the, what is it? The nail in the coffin. Because Priesta, he gets this beautiful power position spawn over here, which cuts off this entire lane, and it helps Hill. It also cuts off this lane over here if we need it cut off. And then we have number 1 spawn over here, which guarantees that these enemies aren't spawning at Milk. And because number 1, Hydra spawns here, immediately subliners know that all the enemies spawned over here over in this quadrant. And wow, now we're in a situation where it's going to be like impossible for FaZe to come back unless they get a lot of good kills right here. But look at that heads up play by Kismet right there. That was amazing. So Kismet, he could have just backed up to time. Kismet could have sat on time right here, and then Priesthood could have sat right here, and they could have just played off of contact and played for trades. But instead, Kismet figured out that he had a play where he can play for the pinch. So Priesthood was like, yo, there's 2 on my back, there's 2 on my back. And Kismet said, all right, let me go for this pinch right here, because all these enemies right now are focused on Priesta. This is an insane play by Kismet right there. Look at that. He hears those enemies. This is a 3-piece, if anything. Boom, 2. All right, Slasher's still alive, but there's not much Slasher can do. At this point, yep, exactly. We have that beautiful pinch. I'm going to go ahead and put the speed back on 1.5 because at this point, it's pretty GG's right there. FaZe, they do get an additional, I think, like 80 points. But I think that's just based off of scrap. Because at 20 seconds right now, subliners, they're going to start pushing out, start trading. FaZe, they know that they can't give up this time. They can't keep getting put in a deficit like this. So that's why they keep pushing old. Right now, we lose the rotation. Big gunfight for Celium right here, and he has a good cut. Again, this is a beautiful cut by Celium. Beautiful position. I recommend everyone to use this in ranked play. Again, this is just a beautiful cut. We have number 7 trying to go for a pinch in orange right here. The second that Simp dies, Abizi goes for this pinch. The only downside is BZ really needs to win that gunfight or pinch a lot sooner, something like that to make that play work, right? Because now we have both Celium and Simp dead, which is the last thing you really want. But yeah, no. And then now, again, this is where pretty much it's GG's because FaZe is on the back pedal where they have to just play perfect Call of Duty, and they can't give up any time at all, which is a very hard thing to do. But now we're in a situation where we actually have a good setup. And I think this is where they bring it up to like 160, but then it ends right there because they lose the rotation for P5. But right here, what number 8 is doing is he's basically cutting up this entire lane so they can't flank, and he's also watching this hall, where really all the enemies they can come from is through this close hall and through this side door, and ideally that's going to be the fatal funnel, right? But as we can see, subliners, they have a beautiful pinch through the back over here, making number 8 just out of the play, and because 8 is out of the play right here, we got to just rely our teammates in time to win the gunfights. In a perfect world, I would say somehow Slasher could try to get out towards, like, you know, back here and, like, not necessarily stair glitch, but use the stairs as cover until he can push up towards the pots. Because the second he does that, he can cut off this entire lane, and this forces a fatal funnel where they can only hit up through bathroom alley right here. So it's either we need to get an AR out there to help this, or yeah. But that being said, let's actually watch it, because I'm sure FaZe, again, they're on defense, so they should probably win these gunfights. Oh yeah, excellent. Yeah, so right there, that was actually really good because Simp, he realized that they're in the back door, and he was like, okay, you know, they're in the back door, but we need to push out bathroom, make sure we're good there. And he actually gets really good Call of Duty timing on that kill. We get 2 dead. And yeah, there we go. Okay, good. So at least we win the gunfights. I was just questionable about it, but, you know, FaZe, they know what they're doing. They're pro players. I'm only here just to, you know, talk about what I've learned throughout the years, and ideally just try to help people. All right, and FaZe actually have a rotation right here. All right, last time what happened was we just didn't hold enough angles and we lost our gunfights, where we kind of just got 4 flooded. Doesn't happen right there. That's beautiful. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Yes. Yes. There we go. All right. So we have 1 player in time. We have this player watching the back alley just in case. Because right now what FaZe is expecting is FaZe was expecting these guys to probably spawn close orange or maybe back here. And usually when they spawn close orange, they go top bridge, they go back alley. Because if you guys remember, in the first set of rotations, subliners, they push through the back alley and they push through the front of hill, right? FaZe, they're worried about that. They're expecting subliners to do that same play, and that's why we have number 7 picking up on this lane. We have number 6 picking up on orange. Number 8, he's just trying to get his middle watched. And then number 5, he's just picking up the rotations on the far right, just in case the enemies did like spawn back here or something. Which number 5 wins that gunfight. The second he wins that gunfight, I would try to say he could get to middle to watch this middle cross for info. Because if number 5 got right here and held this middle cross, that'll tell number 6 and 7 what to do next. But all that happened was number 5 gets this kill, and we don't know where the rest of the enemies are. So 7 and 6, they're probably thinking that all the enemies are about to fly out, you know, front laundry, middle, and play angles like this, right? So, yeah. And then right there, Slasher gets traded out. So now even more, FaZe can start expecting that these enemies are going to be flying out of like front bathroom or something. They just are kind of stressed out. But at this point, we hear audio. No way! I can't believe he lost that gunfight. I literally can't believe he lost that. Skies just had the pre-fire. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful job by Skies. He just had that pre-fire. He knew that Simp was going to double challenge right there. This is a big gunfight too. And the second that Skies wins that, they all collapse. And they can't win here, but usually it's kind of GG's right here. FaZe, of course, not giving up. And then Kismet just gets all the trades. All right. So, GG's, that pretty much concludes the game right here. All subliners really have to do is just play for kills. They get 3 to 4 dead, and then they sit on P1, just how they're doing right now. And they can just keep doing that for P1 and P2. Again, right there. And GG's. Now, I do want to say that VOD reviewing this pro gameplay, VOD reviewing this pro match, and just going over everything that's happening. Obviously, these guys are professionals, and we don't really know what's going on behind the scenes. I'm also not here to, you know, like judge or anything. It's mostly just here just to, you know, kind of show what pro players are doing and to help you guys try to get into that mindset as well. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm always happy to help. And that was Professional VOD Review. Cool. We're about an hour in. This is exactly what I kind of expected. So what I was expecting was VOD review, like the student VOD review would take like 20 minutes. The professional VOD review would take 20 minutes. And then like the intro would take 10 minutes. And we're basically at the 60-minute mark. I have a question for you guys. Should I speed things up? Should I make the community VOD review and should I make the pro VOD review more like 10 minutes? And we would get through everything in 30 minutes. So anyone here, what is better? Getting through all this information in 30 minutes or getting through all this information in 1 hour? Let's try this one. The hour is good? Okay, that's good to know. All right. Oh, no. I was supposed to keep that up. All right, let me pull that back up. All right. So now this is where I'm going to end the episode, I guess. I guess I'll call it that. This is where I'm going to end the episode, where for the last 10 minutes, if anyone have any questions, please ask me now. And we'll just scroll through Twitter. 30 minutes, I might miss stuff or go mid and say 45. Oh, go middle and say 45? I'll see if I can do that. Because for like Warzone VOD review, those things would go by fast. Like those things would definitely take like 15 minutes. All right. So if you guys don't know what The Flank is, this is another podcast slash show ran by Zuma. He was an ex-professional for Subliners and FaZe Clan. Really cool guy. Love his show. You guys should definitely go check it out. But I also like to use his Twitter just to figure out what's the recent news, right? Such as, I don't know if any of you guys know, but Slasher and Priesta have been signed to Boston. I just learned that for the first time. Holy crap. Oh my gosh. All right. Slasher and Priesta. That's going to be insane. We also have Dylan Envoy for the Toronto Ultra. Let's watch this intro video. Hopefully I don't get DMCA'd. I shouldn't, right? It's only 20 seconds long. Oh, bro, that's sick. That is a sick intro. I love that. I love that. This is a sick. Oh my. Lovely. Love that. Cool. Yeah, I like Zuma too. Yeah, we got Slasher. Pretty crazy. Guess that's all the news for today, or at least the major news. One thing we did hear about Modern Warfare 3, though, I thought Flank would talk about it, but we can go over to COD Intel, I think it was what it is. No. All right, let me find the official source. Charlie Intel, that's what it is. How could I forget? Oh yeah, and then for Modern Warfare 3, as you guys saw, we have red dots on the minimap back, we have Ninja returning, and we have reload canceling returning. We are saved. We are saved. MW3 is going to save us, everyone. Can't wait for that. All right, but I'm going to go ahead and end the stream right there. So I want to give a huge shout out and thank you to Jason, Solar, Mike. Thank you guys so much for stopping by the stream today. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any constructive criticism, always message me. I'm always happy to try to, you know, help make things better. That's what we're here for. And yeah, thank you everyone so much for stopping by. I hope you all have a great night. Thank you so much. Please join the Discord if you'd like to be a part of Community VOD Review. Message me if you want coaching. You can also find me up on Fiverr as well. Ames PC, it's Glitch. Just wanted to watch that. Lil, thank you for the tips. I definitely got to use those lethal equipments a lot more and use cover better. Thanks for taking the time to review. Absolutely, Glitch. I'm so happy to help. Thank you for sending in that VOD review. I would also say, yeah, just using those grenades just help you clear out angles and just give you better Call of Duty timing. Where if you throw those grenades and you don't hit anyone, you know you can go look back alley, and by the time you return, those enemies will be there and you get those kills, right? But yeah, no, it was awesome watching. It was awesome watching you play. Also, you went 24-14. What do you mean you went in a blender in the first half? The only reason why you were in a blender in the first half was simply just because you guys didn't have spawns and you guys just didn't have good pacing. Which you guys can clearly see when that pacing shift is when you guys started getting spawns and you guys started getting 4 dead over and over and over again. That was amazing to watch. So thank you so much for that gameplay, Glitch. Awesome. Thank you so much, everyone. Today was really helpful. Got stuff to practice as soon as I in game again. Great gameplay, Glitch. Yes, Glitch. Everyone was hyping you up, bro. Especially when you were popping those 3 pieces on Barbershop and in Tin. That was insane. All right. I'm going to go ahead and out. Thank you.